Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. We are still missing you so much and we cannot wait till we can be back in person doing live on Sunday all together again. Today I'll be speaking about the Sabbath and what that means and what it says in the Bible about the Sabbath and what it meant to those living in that time. I'm just going to start by reading from Matthew 12 verses 1 to 14. At that time, Jesus went through the grain fields on the Sabbath. His disciples were hungry and began to pick some heads of grain and eat them. When the Pharisees saw this, they said to him, "Look, your disciples are doing what is unlawful on the Sabbath." He answered, "Haven't you read what David did when he and his companions were hungry? He entered the house of God, and he and his companions ate the consecrated bread, which was not lawful for them to do, but only for the priests. Or haven't you read in the law that the priests on Sabbath duty in the temple desecrate the Sabbath and yet are innocent? I tell you that something greater than the temple is here. If you had known what these words mean, 'I desire mercy, not sacrifice,' you would not have condemned the innocent, but the Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath." Going on from that place, he went into their synagogues, and a man with a shriveled hand was there, looking for a reason to bring charges against Jesus. They asked him, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath?" He said to them, "If any of you has a sheep and it falls into a pit on the Sabbath, will you not take hold of it and lift it out? How much more valuable is a person than a sheep? Therefore it is lawful to do good on the Sabbath." Then he said to the man, "Stretch out your hands." So he stretched it out, and it was completely restored, just as sound as the other. But the Pharisees went out and plotted how they might kill Jesus. Sabbath day for the Jews was at the heart of their faith. It was what it meant to be a Jew. It wasn't just one of the 10 Commandments. It was a great reminder of what God had done and how he had chosen Israel to be his holy people. The Sabbath was taken seriously. In fact, the Bible says that those who had broken the Sabbath were punished and even put to death. They took it very seriously, didn't they? Jesus also takes the Sabbath seriously. We so often think of Jesus as perfect with no sin. That also includes the Sabbath. If Jesus ignored the Sabbath, then he would have sinned. If Jesus takes it seriously, how much more should we take it seriously as well? The Hebrew word Shabbath, to stop work or to rest. This is the essence of Sabbath. Maybe you think you don't need that. I can work and do things every day. That's easy. Let's look back at Genesis and the story of creation. God worked for 6 days, only 6, and then on the 7th day he rested. He sat back and enjoyed his creation. He looked at the amazing things he had done. God has given us a fantastic model of what we should look to do. God gives us the Sabbath day to rest. Humans get tired, stressed, weak. We need to rest. I know I do. For some of us, that is easier than for others. I mean, I find it hard to rest a lot of the time, especially with being a new mum and being back at work as well. I feel like I need to go, do everything around the house, sort out Archie, and also need to be working. But what we've started doing is, as a family, we take 1 day a week. It doesn't have to be the same day each week, but just as long as we schedule in 1 day a week where we put things aside. We don't need to do loads of jobs or anything, and we just spend time as a family. We make sure all our jobs are done before that day, and we're still in early days. We're still getting used to taking time of rest, but we are trying to get on with that and be more intentional about taking a Sabbath day. So the Sabbath is more than just resting. It's more than watching Netflix or Disney Plus. It's deeper than that. We need to rest in God. In the Bible, there's a book called Numbers. In Numbers, there is a story about a young guy who, on the Sabbath day, was working. You might be thinking, he's only picking up sticks. What is the big deal? It's more than that. It's about him not putting his trust in God to provide on that day. The Sabbath is more than just resting, but about us having faith to stop working because God has worked for us. Romans 4 verse 4 to 5 says, "Now to the one who works, wages are not credited as a gift, but as an obligation. However, to the one who does not work but trusts God, who justifies the ungodly, their faith is credited as righteousness." This isn't giving you the opportunity to be lazy, to sit around and play Xbox and you can say, "I'm trusting in God," as the Bible also says work is good for us. Adam in Genesis had to work in the Garden of Eden, but it is important for us to rest. For you as young people, you have school Monday to Friday. You have a great chance and opportunity to practice Sabbath rest. Before you have families and kids, before you work, and you might work shifts and it could be harder to find Sabbath days. Next Sunday, why not practice some Sabbath rest? And let us know